When last we left our adventurers, they had just gotten back into the city from exploring the depths of Waterdeep Bay and found a mysterious fog descend upon the docks. And within the fog, three mysterious figures. The party pursues to investigate and eventually finds them wander into an alley where, through the useful spellcasting of both Veritas and Eve, discover that these figures were meeting with none other than Laurel Silverhand, Open Lord of Waterdeep. And they had been discovered by both parties. The trio paid no mind, but Laurel seemed particularly interested in our halfling adventurer Eve, and so discussed with the party about recent events and employed them, while also revealing some of the secrets of Soulfire. The adventurers in Silverhand part ways, and everyone heads off for a long rest. But upon awakening, Gazrakul once again gets that odd feeling that something is wrong. But you have all awakened and the day is yours. Colin, do you remember what you were going to say at the end of last session?
Fuck, no. What was I going to say?
Because I remember you were going to say something, but then I cut you off to end the session.
You had a scene that you wanted to do? Question mark.
If it helps, also to remind you, you had made a saving throw, a charisma saving throw. I don't know if that is what triggered your thought to do something.
You're on very comfortable bouncy large pillow with
That's right.
Tia.
You were sleeping in Tia's room instead of yours.
Yeah. I'd made a charisma saving throw.
Why? Nobody knows.
No.
So I say it must be working then.
I guess. I mean, Max, unless you know a reason why this is important, I think I'm gonna let it go.
I don't know if it was important or not. I just after editing the video, I realized I cut you off and I couldn't just let you say it, whatever it was. I just felt bad.
No, you're good. I think it's gone from my brain.
Yeah, it must have been that important then, I guess. I hope it was.
If it was important, you'll remember it eventually.
Eventually.
Yep.
So we have woken up back in Eve's mansion.
Yes. I forget where you had set up the mansion.
In the yawning portal, we got a room.
That's right. Did I charge you for that?
Oh, good question.
No.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay. For one room in the yawning portal, did 3 gold.
Got it.
What is gold, anyway?
I mean, we're going to need to spend a lot more of it quite shortly.
Well, I got a nickel and dime you at least a little bit. You're lucky there's no public transportation here.
We'll have to tell you about the old situation in next Monday games.
Okay.
Nonsense. We've made it to Golden Crown, by the way. It's bad.
Ah, gotcha. I remember.
Yes. Made Jason's character go insane.
Oh, lovely.
But
But
anyway,
yes. Veritas, he would get himself ready first thing in the morning, and a knock on your door, Eve.
It
Eh, Eve. Eve.
it opens quite shortly. Morning, Veritas. What's up? Aside
Good,
from you already?
good morning. We should get an early start. We need to meet the head of the Blackstaff Tower.
Right. Yes, we have quite a bit to do today, actually, between that and preparing for our dive in the bay and the meeting with the person at the docks. Oh my.
I figured the sooner the better.
Excellent call, I would say. Yes, let's go around and make sure everybody else is up and at 'em.
Um, Veritas would go to Bosch's door and not get a response.
True.
Bosch! Bosch,
yes, and obviously after not getting a response, would you do anything?
Bosch!
Eve, who would have been walking by toward Gazrakul's door, is like glancing over. You okay over there, Veritas?
Is Bosch always a heavy sleeper? I didn't.
Uh, I don't think so. He's usually pretty aware of his environment, I'd say. Is he not answering?
I've been knocking on this door for a bit. No
Huh.
answer.
I would say that Bosch, if you want, you could have heard Veritas, as Tia's door is very close, I do believe, Cassandra?
Yes, very close.
Bosch!
Like right
Door
next to each
opens.
other.
What's going on?
Oh,
Uh, 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 we're making an early start. There's a lot of stuff we have to do today. I was knocking at your room.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna try out the and pillow. It's can I turn to Eve like it's really nice.
oh, very good. Excellent. Any recommendations for the rooms? Either of you guys? Glances in past the doorway.
No, it was quite lovely.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it. But
Yeah, I guess if we need to get going, then I guess let's do that.
many things on the agenda today. Knocking at Gazrakul's door.
We need to look fancy for this meeting.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Maybe we should. Do we have time to run and get some clothes?
Question. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure. Um, weren't weren't we fitted with fancy clothes back in Neverwinter from
Yeah.
the Ashatel Manor visit?
I do believe you were. Where
Because
would you
if
have kept such clothes?
you would know where Veritas would have kept it.
That's
I
right.
think Did Veritas actually get clothes, or did Veritas just change it? No, he did get clothes because he
did.
wasn't really used to changing his form yet.
Yeah, and changing the main form or like altering it does lead to some problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the fancy clothes that Bosch got have been doing just fine, crumbled up in the bottom of his bag.
through all manner of elements, tornadoes included.
Oh god. Yeah, but our old fits should do just fine for the occasion. I think they were nice and presentable.
And you see that Veritas in reaching into his pocket and pulls out the whole outfit.
Oh, wow, very handy. That makes sense. I think I had my dress folded up in the bag of holding. I sure hope it held up all right.
Yeah, let me just grab this. Pulls it out. Like said, it like dusts off the party ensemble.
Hmm. That's
How bad does it look? Carl,
It
1
looks
to
like-
out of 10.
It looks like it's been crumpled in a bag for a week-ish.
Okay.
I'd say go ahead and just roll me a d20, Bosch.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not great.
What's that yellow stain?
There's a stain on it from
like a-
you're not sure what.
I sniffed the stain.
You're even more unsure.
I don't know.
Maybe we stop by a clothier or something that can give those a quick press and clean, maybe?
Does it need fire?
I think that we should probably leave that to the professionals. But speaking of fire, she raps on Gazrakul's door again. Hey, fellas! Good morning! Come on out! You ready?
The door opens. Hello, Eve.
Good morning, Gazrakul. We have many things on the docket today, so getting a head start on them.
That's lovely, but we have things that we need to consider. Unfortunately, we will not be joining you on your outings today. This demands our focus.
More shady shit, got it. Let's go, guys. Chop chop.
Eve kind of turns back toward the rest of the group. Then something occurs to her, and her head just slowly turns back toward Gazrakul with her eyes narrowing. She does an I'm watching you motion with her fingers. Now, you fellas wouldn't be planning any murders, would you?
On a normal day, maybe. But today, no.
Insight check.
Sure.
We know that Gaz is the master of lying.
Natural 20.
Okay. I'll roll my die, but yeah. Yeah, no, something has Gazrakul distracted. And they do seem to want to... Honestly, what you're picking up, they're annoyed that you're still talking to them, and because they just want to get back to studying whatever the hell it is that's bugging them.
Eve, though normally a stickler for manners, can relate to that sentiment as a fellow researcher. And softens a bit. Ah, alright, gotcha. Well, good luck with whatever you're working on, and we'll be checking back in, okay? Stay safe.
All right.
Wait, how long does this last? Starts thinking about her magnificent mansion spell. So we went to bed, it's been 8 hours. Spell
24
lasts for
hours, right?
24 hours, right?
Correct.
So
Yeah,
there's
it'll be fine.
probably another like 16 hours left in it.
Yeah, so whatever you've got to do, hopefully it'll take less than 16 hours. Otherwise, be prepared to get dumped out of here on your butt.
I'll try to keep the clock in mind.
Alright, well,
You
let's
hear
go.
his voice getting further and further away.
Come in.
All right. So I presume that you all have breakfast. The usual amount of pancakes is delivered to you, Veritas.
A bit less than normal. Let's see here. You would notice that Veritas has only 5 pancakes.
Whoop.
And kind of like in a quick manner, kind of just like getting up and getting, okay, let's get going.
In the kitchen, a disappointed, ghostly staff member just looks at the mountain of pancakes that they prepared this morning.
Eve, do you want to do an insight check on Veritas?
Yes, please.
I kind of said that you used the natural 20, but let's go.
Let's see. Second natural 20. Come on. Not too bad.
Okay. Um, you would notice that Veritas is eating, like he is still being cheerful, right? Still having the very playful manner in his voice, the tone. But you notice something, this cloud of heaviness of he is very he's holding back a lot of emotion. A little bit of hastiness, maybe a bit of anger.
Ooh.
And kind of crosses your mind of, yeah, he's first and foremost, the still in his mind is his kids
Yeah,
and getting to still have it.
that makes sense. Eve kind of is side-eyeing him the whole time when he doesn't eat his pancakes and is hurrying them ahead. But she doesn't seem surprised by this. If anything, she had seemed more surprised that he had been taking it relatively well beforehand. But as we're heading out of the door, she just kind of gives him a knowing pat on the forearm and a knowing look and a nod.
Smile kind of fades into more of like a mid transition of you're not sure. It's kind of like a neutral face. Looks back at you.
I know. We're gonna keep doing what we can.
With every fiber of our being.
Absolutely.
Let's get going.
Yes.
All right. Heading out into the early morning Waterdeep, you can see the immediately you notice that the tavern of the brain you failed me.
Opening portal?
Yawning portal?
Yawning Portal. Yep. Yep, that's the place. Very famous. Everybody
What I've
knows
heard.
it. Immediately, you notice that uh, that this tavern has a quite impressive early morning crowd. You can already see that people are looking to the hole and kind of cheering as people descend into it. But yeah, you heading out. Where are you going to Blackstaff Tower, or are you planning on stopping somewhere?
So we're in the North Ward, correct?
No, you are in the Castle Ward,
Castle Ward.
not too far away from the market. Kind of in the middle of the Castle Ward, really. Like, here-ish, kind of. If memory serves, that's where the Yawning Portal is.
Okay. And uh, I am trying to think. So the shop that we went to by the very friendly ghosty man, where was that located?
If memory serves, the Trade Ward.
Trade Ward. That would be closer than going straight to Blackstaff Tower, right?
Actually, no, because Blackstaff Tower is right here.
Okay.
Whereas the Trade Ward's all the way
The
over
direction.
here. It is in the opposite direction, though.
Being a fan of saving time, then going to Blackstaff Tower would eliminate a bit of backtracking.
Mhm. So we swing by the market maybe first, get Bosch's clothes a little bit more presentable, head straight to the Blackstaff Tower, and then go shopping.
Go to the dock wards and deal with the problem.
Right, which we will need that special plant for. The one that lets us breathe underwater and swim faster, because I definitely don't want to be doggy paddling the way I was last time when we're dealing with this stuff.
Squinting his eyes as he says, "Silly weed."
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff.
Also, I was totally wrong. Yawning Portal's in the Dock Ward.
Oh shit.
Oh, that changes things.
Or maybe that's like the edge of the Castle Ward and this Dock Ward, because like right here.
Okay.
Either way, definitely closer to the trades ward than the black staff.
Yeah, definitely closer to the store.
So
Then reverse that order.
yeah.
My apologies.
No worries.
Yeah.
Is there, in fact, a castle in the Castle Ward?
Yes. This is Castle Waterdeep.
Cool.
Which doesn't really look like it's in the castle ward, but you know, Close enough.
It should be called the Castle-ish Ward.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on some of the boundaries. Like, there does seem to be a sort of color scheme, but some of them kind of bleed into each other.
I think on the actual page for Waterdeep, it has like a map of the districts that when you mouse over each one, it shows you the borders of each one.
That sounds nifty.
I might be misremembering though.
I think that's on the Forgotten Realms
Maybe.
page. Like, I think they have that built in. Ah, it is the Castle Ward. Apparently, this little snippet right here is part of the Castle Ward, but like this street that's right here is the cutoff.
So what you're saying is the Castle Ward's kind of making like a weird J kind of line.
Kind of.
If you squint.
Although technically, the Mount Waterdeep is also part of the Castle Ward. Technically.
Oh, okay.
In any case, you're heading to Ethereum.
Yes.
Ethereum? Oh no.
We go back to the recording.
What was it? Ethereal Emporium or something like that? I'm pretty sure it was alliteration.
It's because his name was Aetherius, right?
Aetherius?
That sounds right.
But you head on there.
Ghost shop.
Oh no, I just realized I don't remember what his voice was.
Just be a ghost.
I don't think it was that though. It's the
That
thing.
was
Pretty sure it wasn't.
exactly.
I thought it was more posh than that.
Oh, I'm a ghost.
We're getting closer.
Well, in any case, I'm just going to go like this.
All right.
But alright, you enter Aetherius' shop, and once again, it does have that spooky vibe, but you already know the game as Aetherius pops up. Boo! Oh, it's you guys again.
Alright.
Hello.
Did he lock the door? Kind of looking back.
You look back and you see that it is not locked.
We're telling you, it'd probably be a good business tactic. Give them a moment to cool their heels.
Oh, I had done that yesterday, but then they called the guard and threatened to remove my business license. They said that I couldn't do that.
Oh,
What? Sorry.
But it's okay. No harm, no foul.
Well, maybe we can make up for our terrible business advice with some more business we can offer you.
we are here for your silly weed.
Ah.
Squints eyes.
The silly weed.
The silly weed.
Yes,
The silly weed.
silly weed.
Jellyby, this is your cue.
Oh, right, silly weed.
It's for some very serious business.
It's important for the sake of Waterdeep.
Well, if it's important for the sake of Waterdeep, then of course.
How much do you have of the silly weed?
Let's see. How much sillyweed do I have? I believe I have enough for 7.
Looks back at everyone that's currently here. Does Gaz count as 3?
Probably not, since they share the same digestive system, I would think. Probably. And you do have to eat it, right?
Yes, you do indeed have to eat it.
But all heads need to eat it too.
I mean, surely they gotta have the same stomach, right? Do you think they have 3 different stomachs in there? There surely isn't that much room in one body.
I mean, in any case, I don't think he would, or they would give you a straight answer if you asked him.
Yeah, good point.
Either way, we should probably buy all of it.
Yeah, can't hurt. You never know, maybe Virgil will show back up in the nick of time.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Although
pretty
it
sure
is
he needs
quite a
to
trip.
breathe.
By the way, Aetherius,
Yes?
they're dealing with a undead creature problem in the docks, and we need something that was holy. I'm not sure that you would sell anything like that.
Holy. Holy, holy.
Got anything that is magic and uses some sort of bright magic? That seems to do the trick as well.
Like a flash of light.
Well... I do indeed have something that could be useful.
Oh, what are we talking?
A scroll.
A scroll?
That I am currently rolling for.
Oh,
I would like someone to roll a d4.
Oh, a D4, you say?
Yes.
Well, I shall volunteer myself. Ooh.
2. Alright. Can someone else roll me a d6?
Okay. Me.
Alright. I currently have a spell scroll of Branding Smite.
oh. Does that spell sound familiar at all? Because, like, spell scrolls, you can only use them if they're in your class's spell list, right?
Normally, but I don't like that roll.
Ah,
I just make the check a little bit harder.
okay.
Which is a knowledge check. Or I should say arcana.
Okay. Branding Smite. That sounds
It's-
impressive.
Actually, it's a spellcasting ability check. Does still require you to be a spellcaster.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, I remember I was trying to cast levels as a ranger, scrolls as a ranger, and I had to roll wisdom checks for it. Plus, that means that it's not just wizards that excel at scrolls. All classes have a chance.
That makes sense. Okay, lovely. So, how much would it be for this scroll and your whole stock of sillyweed?
Well,
Smite.
sillyweed are 50 gold apiece,
Oh,
and the branding smite spell is 150 gold.
oh, okay. And there's 7 pieces of sillyweed,
350 gold.
plus the 150 from the branding smite.
Yes, a nice even 500.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I should be able to. That.
We can all chip in on that.
Here's my 499 copper. Putting back all of the copper on his table again.
Ah, yes.
All right.
1, 2.
Oh no, wait.
Here's the 320 silver.
Oh,
Another pile.
Veritas, buddy, we're in a bit of a rush, aren't we?
Oh, we gotta start over. 1, 2.
Oh no. How about we just
You said to chip in.
yeah. You know what? You chipped in plenty last time we were here, Veritas, so I think you get to skip out this time. Boss, shall we split it?
Yeah, sure.
Us does the hand wave again as it all disappears.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put in. So half and half would be 250 from each of us.
I think so. I think that's how math works.
That is, in fact, how math works.
Good to know. I'll put in 25 platinum.
Evil. Regrettably, pour out the 250 gold pieces.
One,
Oh no! Oh god, I'm so
2,
sorry.
3, 250. All right.
Pass counter.
Yes, my counter counts. Just takes a moment.
Oh,
My
neat.
counter. Where's
It
the
is-
counter?
It is not sentient. It just counts.
A counter of counting.
Squints. Veritas will attempt
You
to
will
mentally communicate.
roll insight. 10. The mind is too slippery for you.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
All right.
With with the silliness, we have the silly weed.
Yay!
Correct. You have 7 things of sillyweed.
Who wants to
Clumps,
hold
I
it?
guess.
I guess I will since I've got the bag of holding.
Cool. You pick it up and notice that it is damp weeds. They kind of seem like seaweeds, and they seem to just be permanently damp.
Glances over at Aetherius.
So we are just supposed to eat these?
Yes.
And how long do they last, did you say?
They last an amount of time that is
Mm-hmm.
It just ends right there.
1 hour.
Okay.
1 hour. Okay, alright, we've got to be quick then. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna take his word for it that this is silly weed that will let us breathe underwater and not normal seaweed. Anyway. Alright, got that shopping list checked off, so thank you very much, sir.
Of course, if you need anything else. If you want, I could go rummaging again through the scrolls, see if there's anything else.
I mean, unless there's anything else that is bright magic in nature, then I think we're okay for now. But we might stop back at some point, unless there's anything else that you guys can think of that you might want.
Do you have any new sticks?
Oh boy.
Roll a d20 for me.
A D20?
He has 20 new sticks.
Hmm.
No, unfortunately, I do
2.
not have any new sticks. In fact, the other sticks were sold.
I'll be back!
What level's branding smite?
2nd.
Thank you. Oh, shite. Sir,
Would Eve know if spell scrolls are water resistant?
Oh, yes. Scrolls can handle a bit of water.
okay. How much would you say a bit is?
It can be submerged for a bit of time.
Okay, that's great. So if we were theoretically swimming to the bottom of Waterdeep Harbor, and needed to read the spell off the scroll, we could do that?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, great.
The ink is magic after all, and so is the parchment.
Fair. Alright, just double checking. Okay, then we should be good to go for now. Hey, Therius, do you know of anyone who might be able to, clean and press clothes nicely nearby?
Preferably kind of fast.
There was this one place, but they closed down like 50 years ago.
Oh. Bummer.
Back when I was still alive, you see.
Right.
Haven't really had a need for clothes and cleaning.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay, I guess we're gonna be hoofing it ourselves then. So, thank you very much for all your help, sir. You have a lovely rest of your day.
To you as well.
Okay, guys, shall we go?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
All right.
We rush out to the marketplace and look, or we're in the trades board. We rush out into the trades board and look out for anything that might offer quick cleaning services.
Give me a survival check.
Ooh,
This is your city, Eve.
Oh boy. Natural 20!
With a natural
Easy.
20, well, you're not sure why Aetherius didn't know this, but there's one next door.
You really didn't need one.
He's a ghost. When does he wear clothes?
Poor guy probably hasn't been out in a while.
okay, here we go, here we go. We're gonna get those clothes cleaned real quick.
Right. Maybe after our meeting, wouldn't mind. I could put him in the thing of holding. That way,
Of
when we dive
course.
in the water, they'll be a little less covered in water.
Oh no, they were in your bag. They got soaked when we dove down. Okay. Alright, they're all seawatery as well, alright.
Sure, it'll be fine.
But yep, I'll definitely store them in the bag holding afterwards. Veritas, are yours fine?
Well, they store them in me. They're fine.
Okay, so you're watertight in there. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Also good buoyancy. Boing.
Great, if we need to make a quick getaway, we'll just hold on to you and you'll boop, float all the way up to the top real quick.
Maybe.
All
I mean,
right.
it's just more things we gotta try when we have free time.
So many things.
Free time, what's that? Can you eat it?
Can you?
Oh no. It's an expression, I'm sorry. Anyway, clothes cleaning time.
Eat time.
Oh no.
Veritas bites the air.
Hmm.
I really need to stop talking about things that you can't or shouldn't eat.
We barge into the cleaning / dry cleaning shop. I don't know.
You bust into the dry cleaners.
Urgently.
Hello? Can I help you? See a woman ask you from behind the desk while flipping through what looks to be the equivalent of a magazine.
Hi, got this. Just wanted to get a little bit more presentable.
Uh-huh. Do you
That's
have
all.
a timetable on that?
Soon would be good.
ASAP. We are gonna be heading to a meeting at Blackstaff Tower very shortly.
Uh-huh. Got it.
So, how soon would ASAP be on your establishment schedule?
Well, we do have an express option that'll get it clean instantaneously.
That's fast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just 5 gold.
Eve leans forward over the counter on her elbows and stares up at this woman. with a smile on her face, but it doesn't quite reach her eyes.
Madam, when you say that it's an express option to clean it instantaneously, that sounds really impressive and all. You wouldn't happen to be talking about the most basic spell that even the little children who go to the academy in Seaward are taught, that prestidigitation spell, would you?
I might be.
Worth 5 gold, is it?
Can you cast it?
Oh, I can. And Bosch will cast prestidigitation.
Well, there you go. What do you need me for? And just goes back to reading her magazine.
It's like it's like Magic's Digest or something.
Oh. Alright, well, good doing business with you.
Glances back at Bosch like, what did you, what?
I thought that was a hat thing.
No, I can do that time I want.
Ooh, very nice.
Do you
Alright.
not like doing that a lot?
I guess I don't think about it a lot. Really not a lot of reason for me to get things clean. You can you can do other stuff with it, like a wall a different color. It's pretty cool.
Woo!
Take this out and like he shoots out small sparks.
In the dry cleaners.
But small, harmless sparks, I believe. Let me double check.
You think she'd care either way?
But I guess it doesn't say. Oh yeah, it says an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect. A shower of sparks.
Makes sense.
This one's even better. And he makes an odd odor.
How odd. Describe this weird odor.
It's an odor that's like kind of musty like a mushroom, but then has like a sharp component to it.
Mushroom wine!
Remembers
nice
fun times back at what is that
Gnome
place called?
Garden?
Gnome Garden.
Garden. Yeah.
Wow, that's a throwback. Very nice. Excellent command of the spell, Bosch. Yeah, that one can do all sorts of interesting things. It's like the utility knife of wizardry. Can even make food taste different.
Air toss utility knife of wizardry.
Turns it into actually, yeah. Turns into a knife. It's on the ground now.
I was gonna say, Eve tries to catch it as it falls from midair, but then realizes that that's a terrible idea.
One of the rules: never try to catch. Oh, what is it? A falling knife has no handle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard this.
Well, how many times have you cut yourself trying to catch a knife? Yeah, just
Sounds
don't.
like 0.
I'm thinking, and yeah, I think it's 0.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
You didn't need the saying because it's already ingrained into your logical brain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think every time I've seen a falling knife, I'm just like, I need to get away from this
Yeah.
Okay.
before
I was gonna
it
say your
stabs my
reflexes
foot.
are so heightened that you just snatch the knife out of the air. Probably.
Yeah. Oh no, I've learned my lesson from things falling on my feet. That if I drop
Yeah.
something, I should, if I do not feel confident enough in catching it, back away immediately.
Yeah. A very smart thinking.
Okay, Eve says, picking up the wizardly utility knife.
It
Well.
feels very wizardly.
I feel smarter just holding this.
Why,
You're
yes.
holding up the line.
There's a line. All right.
You look and you see that there is indeed someone waiting.
Oh,
All yours, buddy.
And he moves on ahead.
I say, we should go to the wizard tower now.
And
oh,
we've got
oh
our
my.
wizard
We
knife,
are
so we're good to go.
we are burning daylight as it seems.
Indeed, we are. Oh, great and wise utility knife of wizardry. Okay,
I say, is that a bit of sarcasm?
I surely have no idea what your eminence may be referring to. Okay, guys, let's go.
All right.
Oh, we should probably change into our clothes.
Yeah. Wizardly knife turns back into elven form.
Wizardly knife just has a cravat on now, just tied around the handle.
Don't bring a knife to a book fight.
All right. You change
Don't
into
even know what that means.
your more fancier clothes.
Fanciful. I'm sure it'll make more sense in the future.
Sleeveless tuxedo going. Was gonna ask if Ia does like transformation, but she's already extremely fancy.
Even in the Eschatel manner, we were just like, Tia, you look fine as you are.
Oh, thank you. But all right. You head off to the Blackstaff Tower. And immediately, as you begin to get closer and closer to this tower, you start to Bosch and Eve particularly, you begin to remember that scene that you had saw. That I can speak of the alternate reality of the tower, that jet black tower cut clean in half. But now you can see it here before you in its full glory. This massive tower with many different spires that kind of go off of it, but all made of that jet black marble-esque material. You can see that down towards the entrance there is actually what looks to be a guardhouse and a gate blocking your way.
Guys, what's the holdup?
Seeing Veritas looking back at you.
Eve staring up at the tower with a solemn, grim expression.
Um, just we've seen this in different circumstances. Oh, weird.
Last time it was cut clean in half. We won't let that happen again.
Clean and a half.
Yes. I think you'll get a sense for just how ridiculous a feat of power that is once we're actually inside, seeing what the nature of this place is. But right now, it's here, it's standing in all its glory. We're gonna keep it that way. So, everybody on your best behavior, and let's do this.
All right, let's go.
We'll march ahead to the guard post.
You approach the guard post and see that there is a lone guard sitting there. Alright then, state your business.
Yes, hi. We have an appointment with the Black Staff.
Uh-huh. And your names?
I'm Eve Harkett.
Starts rustling around in her bag
Hey.
as everyone else is introducing themselves.
Did we even introduce our names to
That's a good question.
Lady Silverhand?
I think so.
I think I said hi.
I think when we were walking to the yawning portal, everyone was giving introductions, I think.
I know my usual catchphrase is
Veritas.
Also, Laurel Silverhand, did she hand us the letter, or did she write the letter and then just say she would send it ahead?
She said she would send it ahead.
Okay.
I believe they should be expecting us, as per a letter from Lady Silverhand.
Uh-huh. So you're Miss Silverhand's guests of honor?
Oh my. Well,
Yep,
Very-
that's us.
very
100%.
flattering when you put it that way, but sure, yeah.
Alright then. You see him kind of like tap a stone, and the gate opens. Alright, once you get to the front doors, don't go in, just make an immediate right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
A right to where?
Just turn right and keep going. You'll figure it out.
Oh, all right, okay.
Right. All right, right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Alright. As you approach the enormous tower, you see the long set of stairs that lead up to the massive double doors. And you look off to the right, and you see the edge of the stairs that just kind of drop down.
Right.
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 Do you walk off?
Veritas will walk off.
Veritas, as you go to walk off, you start walking up. As all of you watch him go up an invisible set of stairs that seem to go around the tower.
Watch your step, everyone, although that's not technically possible, I guess.
It's a weird
Looks
feeling.
like fun.
It's when you step out onto it, it almost feels like your feet are guided, so you are not stumbling on these stairs.
Weird.
But eventually, you find yourself high up in the You find yourself high in the on the tower. Looking down, you are easily several, at least 3 flights up in the air, but you stand in front of a door that leads inside.
Waiting
Alright.
for the rest of them to come up, Veritas would open the door.
You open the door and you immediately see that there is a long hallway before you, but this hallway is lined with bookshelves and various little tables for like sitting at, and various doors on the sides of it. But at the very end of the hall, you see a door that opens almost right after you open yours.
Okay. Let's keep going, as Veritas will go down the hall.
Heading down the hall, on the various doors, you can see various nameplates that have different wizardly names. That I'm not going to come up with right now because it's not important. But the important
Sound like a bunch of wizards.
sound like a bunch of wizards. But at the very end, you see the name that you are here for. Vajra Safar. Blackstaff.
Oh, I see the door. Everyone ready?
Sure.
Ready as we're gonna be.
Okay.
Veritas goes first, approaching the door.
All right.
Knocks on the door.
You hear a voice inside. Come in.
Turning the handle, Veritas opens up the door.
All right. Inside, you see a relatively nice office. Think like college dean kind of office. Various bookshelves and a large desk. And behind the desk, you see a woman with a long black staff, dressed in fine wizardly coat and robes. Looks like that.
Okay. Hello. My name is Veritas.
Hello,
Can I-
Veritas.
Coming in. These are my dear companions, Bosch, Eve Harquette, Tia, and Tia, because Gazrakul decided to stay back.
Could announce Jelly.
And Chellaby, pointing at the sword on the hip of Eve.
Right. Well, a pleasure to meet you all. It is nice to know that there are some capable adventurers out there willing to take on some of the city's tasks.
Thank you. We are doing our best. But I don't know how much Lady Silverhand has mentioned to you, but there's quite a lot afoot in Waterdeep and abroad as of late that we are here to make sure that you're aware of.
She had given me a brief summary of some of the events, but had assured me that all of you were working diligently to stop them. And it told me that you had entered into her service,
Yes, that's correct.
which in turn enters you into mine.
Indeed. So, pleasure to be of service. I don't know how brief the summary that she gave you was, but would you like us to begin by adding to it?
You can go over it, yes. And for the sake of brevity, because we've explained this, because this will be the third time you're explaining this to someone, is there any information that you would leave out?
Probably wouldn't mention that the commander in the alternate timeline is the echo of the person Eve has on her hip, but aside from that, nope. Pretty much everything would be included, I think.
Okay.
Have you even told that to Veritas?
That's a good question.
Because you've been kind of hush-hush about exactly how... Like, you said it's bad, but you never went into details with Veritas about how bad it was.
That's true. I don't know if we have mentioned that to Veritas either. I mean, Veritas would have known that before, before Chelavy warmed up to us that she was kind of a big deal with Stillhavity, but I don't think we mentioned that she was leading the charge against Waterdeep.
Maybe that's a conversation we need to
For
have
another
eventually.
time.
We have just been barreling forward at full speed since
Yep.
then.
I would say, hey, that's Chelavy's business to tell Veritas if she wants, but she's had a lot of important business to tell Veritas lately, so.
Right. And so you do tell her about the Blackstaff situation?
We would definitely tell her that Stillhavity is, has a grudge against her and is likely going to be targeting her to get his hands on the Blackstaff. Eve definitely wouldn't mention that he tried to make a deal with her for her to get the Blackstaff on his behalf, but yeah. And before we had this whole conversation, we would probably double check, or Eve would at least, that this area is magically safe from prying eyes and ears.
Of course.
Then yes.
And about the weirdness about you and the Blackstaff?
Yeah, she would mention that too.
Okay.
Even up to and including the conglomeration of Blackstaff souls that is potentially Eve, if Vajra seems to be at all interested in that.
I must admit that is quite the story.
Yeah, we know that it sounds incredibly outlandish and more than a little bit insane when told just out of context, but it's unfortunately all true, and we have witnessed it directly.
Well, your story carries the weight of the word of the Open Lord, but I obviously want to make sure myself.
Right?
A simple test.
Okay.
She hands out the black staff to you.
I.
Eve doesn't immediately go for it. She just kind of holds her hands back with wide eyes and glances at Vajra.
The last time I touched that thing, it had some weird effects, and they couldn't separate me from it for a while. I don't want to cause that sort of trouble again. We are on a strict timetable as well.
From the story that you told me, that could have been because of the extended time the Black Staff at that point had been without someone, as well as who had been in possession of it.
I suppose. Are you sure this is all right?
If it is wrong, I'm not the one who's wrong.
I mean, what's the worst that might happen? She's not telling the truth. Which, I mean, obviously she is. But what's the worst that could happen if she is telling the truth?
The worst that could happen if she is telling the truth would be the events that you had described of Eve falling unconscious and being trapped in her own mind. But I do not think that'll happen this time.
Okay, if you're sure.
Or at least they're assuring me it's not going to.
They.
The people and the staff?
Yes.
Alright, well, if they say it's alright, then.
Eve will tentatively reach out and close her hands around the staff.
Alright. The world around you kind of spins for a moment. But you do not fall unconscious like you did that last time. Instead, you hear a voice. Hello, Eve. My name is Kelvin Arsurin.
Oh. Hello. Sir Armson. Oh my. I would curtsy if I could, but this is a strange situation and I don't think I can move.
It is in fact a strange situation. For our conversation, albeit brief as it will be, is proof of you telling the truth.
Unfortunate though it may be, I think you'll find that that is indeed the case.
We will see. But indeed, the only people that I am able to communicate with are the Black Staffs. And given that you are looking at the only Black Staff there is, and your claims of being a conglomerate of the previous Black Staffs of that other realm, well, I believe that this just about proves your claims. Far better than words ever could.
Indeed, although to be honest, the specifics of it are still a bit hazy to me. I don't know how this would work, do you sense anything familiar about me?
Some parts, yes. Obviously, I feel a bit of myself, a bit of many previous Blackstabs, including, unfortunately, Vajra, and
Oh dear.
2 other parts. One that seems to blend with you very well, so I think it is merely that previous past life, and another one that is very familiar, but has been very far away for a long time.
Oh, who might that be?
That being Silverhand, my wife.
Oh, oh, I see.
Yes, unfortunately, being bound to a staff that is always in the hands of a particular wizard or other practitioner. I've engaged with sorcerers dedicated to the well-being of a city that your significant other wasn't always a part of. You don't get to see them as much. So I thank you for that, at least. That small connection.
Happy to provide it. I don't know how often Lady Pashra has the chance to speak with Lady Silverhand, so is there anything you would wish me and my companions to convey to Lady Silverhand on your behalf?
Just let her know that I still think of her.
Of course.
Right. Well, this was lovely meeting you, Miss Eve, but I must get back to the Blackstaff, confirming your story. Good luck, and I pray you are successful.
Thank you, sir.
You let go of the staff, and Vajra takes it back. All right. Well, that's a bit odd. But that does prove your story, and means that I can officially welcome you to Force Grey.
Oh,
What now?
Or Grave?
Force,
Force Grey.
Force Grey. It is the band of adventurers that work directly for myself and the Open Lord of Waterdeep. You still get to operate independently. It's just that you get a certain amount of prestige and things become accessible to you here in the city, as well as general responsibilities. But you are still your own adventuring party. The only thing that you may need to worry about is if some threat befalls the city, you will be called upon. But in any case, we give out a signing bonus, but Miss Silverhand said that you may require a different advance, and she opens up a drawer on her desk and places a small box on it. This is yours.
Box.
Oh,
What's in the box?
Is
Eve will tentatively reach out to open it.
You open the box, and within it, you see... How did I make this thing? Where is it? There it is. You see a long, thin piece of wood, but it is this
Oh, no.
this brilliant white wood with a tiny little yellow star almost on the end of it.
He's immediately glancing over at Veritas.
Hand already kind of reaching towards it.
That is a wand of radiant stars. It will allow you to cast the spell Guiding Bolt with it a number of times.
Oh my
Eyes
goodness!
sparkling at it.
Star stick?
That is incredibly useful for our first task as members of the Force Grey, I suppose. Thank you very much. Yeah, Veritas, go for it. That's going to help us immensely.
Raising it up.
You may go ahead and add that to your inventory. Also, you may also add Sillyweed. I made that into an item.
Hey!
Wand of Radiant Stars.
Mm-hmm.
We need to change that name?
Oh, has to be a silly something.
Must be a stick.
So this is not me, or this is not a tactic to try to get more out of this. There is one other guy, our group. And, yeah, he just had some other business. To be honest, I'm not even sure if you would want to be part of this Force Grey, but just letting you know, there's one other dude who's with us.
I mean, two others, really, but the second one is on a bit of a trip.
Yeah, that's right.
Three others if you count Chobu, who we haven't unfortunately seen in some time.
It's varying degrees of doing their own thing. Although I'm not pretty sure Chilbu's not doing it willingly.
To be honest, I feel kind of guilty about getting you fellas roped into this. I mean, I would lay down my life for this city any day of the week. It's my home, but you guys... I feel bad with that responsibility being on your shoulders now as well.
I mean, we're just following the right path here. I don't want people to get hurt, and seems like that's kind of the alternative.
Eve. Kind of a serious voice. You've all done so much for me. And which I love you as well. My goal and my purpose I want to change our race and the perception of our race. You're all helping me with my goal too. That starts with kicking Still Havity's ass. I'm saving my children.
I suppose it does, doesn't it? Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you all.
No. Thank you.
turning back to Vajra.
Sorry about that. Anyway, right. We are honored for this opportunity presented before us. So, thank you for all that.
Know that this doesn't usually happen. It is rare for the Open Lord to make such requests as to invite adventurers into Force Grey. So do recognize that you are accepting some amount of responsibility and represent her in this.
It's a good thing that God's didn't come along.
That's kind of why I mentioned that. Pretty sure he's not Force Grey material. So we'll make sure to, keep him reined in.
Do make sure. The gods will have a hard time separating the two of you if you are caught next to him committing a crime.
Eve glances at Vajra quickly at this mention of him committing a crime. I don't think we mentioned that he was potentially criminal. Does she seem to know more about Gazrakul than we let on?
You can tell that she is presuming that she isn't, that the person you were speaking of isn't exactly law-abiding.
Okay.
Given the way that you're speaking about Gazrakul.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first rodeo with adventurers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a reason adventurers usually aren't picked.
Right. Well, we recognize the solemnity of this honor, and we'll do our best to uphold it.
Good.
Now with shiny stick. Evil Shark no match.
Yes, and do still remember that that the rules of Waterdeep still apply to all of you. You are not guards. You are interventionists under the direct employment of myself and the Open Lord.
Right, of course. Understood. So, we will be setting about our appointed tasks. Forgive me if I overstep, but are there extra security measures that you intend to take now that you're aware of the intense focus upon you and your staff that might be levied soon by Stilhavity, as he is likely already here planning?
Yes. I have I've cancelled a lot of the classes that are normally held here at the Blackstaff Academy, and all of the staff is on high alert. As well as,
All right.
as well as there is a contingent of Griffin cavalry that is ready to assist us at a drop of a pin.
That's great to hear.
Oh, excellent. That's a weight off my mind.
However, if your suspected method of attack does come in the form of the statues of Waterdeep being mobilized against us, I will have to act and move out of the tower.
I understand that, but I'm certain that that's precisely what he is counting on.
We just wanted to inform you that
And I will take precautions, of course, but I am the only one in the city that can have any sway over the statues.
Right.
If it was not for the fact that we didn't want to cause a panic, I would try to dismiss some of them. Alas, some of them would be a little bit harder than others to dismiss. We are currently looking into options of trying to move people away from the statues, but that will be difficult for some.
Especially the apartment complex one.
Yes, the one established on the Godcatcher.
That would be really bad if that one turned alive.
Yeah.
I don't know who approved that, but
Honestly, I've wondered that myself a few times, but it certainly draws a crowd as an attraction.
my bet's on Neverwinter. Or Never Ember, my apologies.
Yeah, that seems fair. Well, if things go sideways in the way that we've been fearing, I don't suppose you might be able to have someone send for us so that we can be there as well to make sure that everything's all right.
If all that comes to pass, happens, as you said, it won't just be you that we will be contacting with, it will be the entirety of Force Grey.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
excellent.
unfortunately, many of them are out on their own missions right now and are unable to return at the moment.
Well, we are not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. We're going to be right here to make sure that he can't get away with whatever he's planning. So if we're not many leagues under the sea at the time, we'll be ready and on call.
Good to hear.
well, shall we get to work?
I think we better. Just kind of curious. You're as concerned as we are about this whole thing of dragon disappearing. Sounds like it's probably really bad, right? It's signs of similarity to the Far Realm and the sharks and stuff we found down there.
It is disappointing to hear about the dragon. From what I understood, they were rather friendly and would have guarded the harbor should anything have happened. Also, these creatures that you had described are quite disturbing, and it is of great importance to clear this nest out before they decide to wander out and attack any civilians. Honestly, I'm grateful that that hasn't happened yet.
Indeed, the people of Waterdeep are strong and hardy, but they wouldn't stand a chance against those things. So let's go take care of that problem before it becomes even more of an issue. Sorry, Lady Safar, is there anything else that you would wish us to know or have to say?
It is not a priority, but if you have the chance to collect samples for study, or perhaps make a note of anything that you find there, it could be of use.
Can we bottle the liquid?
We can try our best. I mean, things are going to be a little bit crazy, I think, but we will see if we can manage to bring back samples, or at the very least, I will absolutely share my notes of everything that we witnessed down there.
Good. Aside from that, any updates on this Still Havity character would be appreciated.
Of course, and on the Dreadlords as well, if we happen to run into them again.
Oh,
Right. Although they seem, from your description, to be more interested in Laurel.
Yes, although I think both Laurel, Silverhand, and Stilhavity are in their list of priorities at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you can think of, or?
When we'll need to eventually deal with the problem. Defending against the attack won't end all of this. We'll need to get there, to the far realm.
That is a tall order. There are very few that can manage that sort of spell work here in the city.
I think kind of heard about projecting into those places. Is that something that you think would even be helpful, or does that not even help? Like, do we have to go there physically?
Well, that depends on what you're doing.
Feeling still Havity?
Sounds like getting somebody there.
Well, entering into something's domain, whilst only being a projection, they may have the ability to cut you off from your body.
Oh gods, okay, we definitely don't want to take that method. That would kill us instantly.
Potentially. The Far Realm is odd. Honestly, I don't think you would want to take that risk just being in the Far Realm itself.
Right. I think you fellas had mentioned something about a ship or some place called Brawl. Any of that sound familiar?
We didn't make much progress on that whole thing. We kind of went down to the docks, but apparently that's the wrong kind of dock for the wrong kind of ship.
Floaty boat, also called Spelljammer.
Braun, that does sound familiar. I think I've heard that before, but I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Thank you, that's appreciated. We'll be chasing down any leads we find as well. But yes, I think those were our only concerns, so aside from all that, are we dismissed, Lady Safar, our new employer?
Yes, you are dismissed.
Thank you for your time. Be careful.
I always am.
Okay, fellas, let's get this done.
Bye.
Goodbye. And you leave Blackstaff Tower. You look to the sky and see that the sun is just a little bit past midday. Is there anywhere you would wish to go?
Well, we gotta get shit done. We're heading back.
Yeah, I mean, these shark things can be dangerous, and we don't know. They might have already hurt somebody, and we just haven't heard the news yet.
Yeah. Definitely, the sooner we can deal with that, the better, especially since we're going to be trying to make contact tonight with our other source. So, I guess we're going to make a beeline. Oh, and hope that we can borrow the ship again.
And with the power of the new shiny stick of stars, we should be able to handle this.
Right. With you having that, and me having the spell scroll, between us, we should be able to make sure that these things stay down this time.
Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da.
Sending out the wand above his head, posing.
He mimics the pose with the spell scroll.
Da, 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 da.
More like da-da-da-da.
Eve tries harder.
I'm sure this does not draw attention whatsoever.
As we're like right outside the Blackstaff Tower or something.
You see the guard is kind of eyeing you, but otherwise doesn't really care.
Does get paid enough to care.
Oh, we're making a great first impression. Okay, shall we set out?
Uh-huh.
Oh, should we swing by and see if Goswell is ready to join us or not? I'd sure love to have the benefit of their cube, if they can afford it.
Yeah, we could check in with him. I don't know if he was gonna slink off and do something as soon as we weren't there.
Possible.
Cause big meanie.
Yeah, that's also true, but
Stuck in between two shark.
Yeah, that was real bad. I'm sorry about that.
you handle it like a champ, though.
It does almost shark food.
Oh no. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. This time. Those sharks have had their last meal.
Even mega shark.
Even Mega Shark. It's Shark Week.
Veritas feels a bit more confident after that comment.
So we are going to be swinging by the yawning portal, which is fine, I guess, since it's on our way down there. And just poking our head into Eve's doorway in there.
All right. Heading on back to the now absolutely bustling tavern that is the Yawning Portal. You peek your head in to check on Gazrakul. We're not done, but, well, we wouldn't want you go off and dying on us. Kind of like our own room.
Oh, well, I was gonna say that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard you fellas say, and then you kept going. But, we'll take it.
Very well. Lead on.
Just remember how useful we are to you.
Oh, I always take that into consideration.
Veritas
Also,
just stares at Gaz.
Also, just so you know, we're kind of cops now, but not really. We're apparently charged with defending Waterdeep if anything really bad happens. Pretty sure you're not included in that.
Sounds stiff for our books.
But they did mention that if any other people we're associated with do anything bad, that we would also be associated with that and get in a world of trouble. So let's try and avoid that, shall we?
Okay, run really far away.
Right.
I mean, I think we all know you do some shady shit. Just kind of, keep it separate from us.
And maybe try to avoid doing any shady shite here in particular, yeah? Yeah, I know, we're not gonna get our own promise from them. Anyway, we've got stuff to do.
Real talk, above table. Should we bring Gazrakul with us so Josh isn't here?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we need his superior cube skills.
Indeed. And radiant damage AoE spell would be nice as well.
Luckily enough, we do have the stick of shining stars, because that thing lets me cast Guiding Bolt
Which is amazing!
7 times at first level.
Ooh, 7 times! Nice!
Yes, and realistically, we would only need 1 cast because we would do it on the corpse that's trying to come back.
That's assuming that the Mega Shark is the only one left.
I mean, even if it's not, there's 7 charges, so
Exactly.
that it would be bad if there was more than 7.
Sure would.
That'd just be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh god. We also have Branding Smite and Sickening Radiance, so there's that.
Oh man.
1 cast of Branding Smite.
I'll make all the difference.
Oh god, Branding Smite is a fucking melee attack. Oh god.
Yes. Yep. It's 1 melee attack.
Oh boy.
Spent our money well on that scroll.
I rolled for what it was, and, well, that was it.
Truly.
I mean,
Truly
it
the
could
strongest.
indeed. It could be not a melee attack if you used it on an arrow from a bow, as I was wont to do with my artificer in a different campaign, but like, None of us use those.
I mean, Bosch has a bow, but probably better to just use the lance.
How's underwater bow combat?
Yeah, oh
Right.
yeah, that's... Melee attack it is!
It's not great. And I will point out that you can cast Guiding Bolt at first level 7 times, or you could cast it at 7th once.
Oh. God damn.
The upcast for that isn't too like. I mean, you add in D's.
It's never that good
Yeah,
on any spell, but you could upcast it if you wanted to.
I cast Nuke.
the big FU.
7th level spell. None of
Yeah,
us can do it currently.
Nope.
it would be 10d6.
That is a
Radiant
bunch
damage.
of D6.
The only thing I worry about when it comes to any reusable magic item is that if you expend the last charge of it, there's a chance if you roll a 1 that it crumbles and is destroyed.
Yeah. Also, it is a major downer if you upcast a spell to its maximum level and then it doesn't hit.
Yes.
But it's nice to have the option.
That's true.
Anyway,
Time to go
Anyway.
grab a ship.
You want to call in your friends, Eve?
I mean, I don't know where else we're gonna get a ship at this point.
We just really love sailing.
Listen.
can Veritas turn into a boat?
Is a boat a weapon?
Anything's a weapon if you try hard enough.
Can ram each other. So
Veritas could
Yes.
probably be a cannon for a boat.
Have you ever heard of bumper boats?
I have done bumper boats.
Weapon.
I'm just imagining a bumper boat, except it has spikes at the end of all of the float the floating part.
Like the inner tube part around
the inner tube is all spikes.
A punker boat.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
Not as bad as what we're gonna be going back into.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we head to the dock ward.
Mm-hmm. Where Eve will attempt to sweet talk her buddy. Actually, let's go straight to, what was his name? Skinny Joe?
Skinny Pete.
Skinny Pete!
Or is it Skinny Joe? What's Skinny Joe?
I don't know.
I know I want to say
Skinny!
Who am I?
The one adjective I use to describe myself suddenly become my whole identity.
I worry that he might try to counterspell us again.
Counterspell.
I didn't cast anything.
He shouts counterspell and we all make the motions like, ah, oh no, my spell, it's useless.
It may have been Joe. It may have been Pete. It may have been Pete Joe. Or Joe
Maybe
Pete.
maybe he's a twin. He's Pete, his twin's Joe.
There's two of them.
Well, in any case, I'm right here, and you want the boat.
Ah, yep, just need to borrow it one more time for a little while. You guys aren't leaving again on an expedition today, are you?
Well, I was about to go fishing.
Hmm. Uh, right. Whereabouts?
Oh, right over yonder. Points over in the same direction you're going.
So, okay, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Joe. Pete? Sorry, what was your name one more time?
Skinny.
Skinny. Right. Okay, let's go with that. Uh, I want to be real with you. We're not tourists.
We're not?
We're, well, I mean, we're kind of tourists. You guys are
Not
kind of
as
tourists.
tourists.
I live here. But anyway, so there's actually a bit of a problem. Don't spread it around, but there's just some dangerous fish of a sort in that area, and we are making sure to clean them out so that they don't damage anyone's ships or boats or people. So maybe if you could, fish somewhere else and just drop us off in the vicinity.
How about you want to go with us to that area and stay in the boat and don't go fishing?
Be ready to hightail it if you need to.
I like most of what you're saying. Yeah, sure, climb in. I'll take you on over.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks!
You roll an insight check.
The insightful Veritas.
Oh no.
Vanos, you tied with his deception check.
Oh!
You get the feeling when Eve said that there was dangerous fish over there,
Oh no.
you caught a gleam in the old man's eyes.
Oh god.
A spark of something.
Oh, what have we done?
Yep, super dangerous.
The most dangerous prey of all.
Man?
I don't know if I'd call it prey. Uh-huh.
Well, in any case, climb in and we'll set sail.
Wonderful. Don't you worry, we'll get this problem cleared up right quick and you'll never know it happened.
Good to hear.
You do want to remember not to try to go fishing while we're down there.
Right, I won't go fishing.
Very dangerous, murderous fish.
Right, I will not try to catch the dangerous, murderous fish. Yes.
A very large, very dangerous, murderous fish.
Oh, yes. So dangerous.
It's a good thing we got 7 clumps of sillyweed, because I think we're getting an extra party member for this mission.
Skinny just jumps into the water with the fishing pole. Oh my god.
All right.
We have gained a new party member.
You set sail with Skinny someone. Skinny.
It turns out it was a completely different name.
Skinny Francis. But you arrive at that same spot in the Bay of Waterdeep. And even though it is the middle of the day, it is still unsettling. Waterdeep Harbor isn't exactly the cleanest harbor. This is before the days of filtration and actually thinking about keeping your water clean, especially when you have wizards that can just tap glasses and clean them. So the Waterdeep Bay actually is kind of dirty. So does add a layer of murkiness to it. So despite this completely sunny day, looking down into the water, you cannot see the bottom.
Okay. It's time.
Right.
Eve will pass out the silly weed.
Squints eyes, grabs the silly weed, and eats it.
It tastes like wet seaweed.
Have we been had?
And then you feel a sharp pain on the sides of your neck and in between your fingers and toes. As suddenly you have gills webbing between your hands and toes. And yeah, you all gain a swim speed and the ability to breathe water.
Oh, that was unpleasant.
I just transformed unconditional. Strange sensation.
That's pretty weird.
Tasty though.
I disagree.
Well, we have 1 hour like this, right? We get moving.
Yeah, time's a wasting.
That is what he said. Well, let's go.
Woo!
Splish, splash. Into the bath.
Bye,
Diving
Skinny.
down.
Bye! You see as he pulling out a fishing pole.
Eve
God damn
was
it.
already jumping off the ship and is just like, Skinny, no!
Splash.
That's some tasty fish!
We probably didn't
I'm catching
Didn't
the
say anything
danger
about
fish.
In danger.
should have mentioned the fish was gross too and also dangerous. Well, figure it out.
Well, we finish what we need to do here and we won't have to worry about Skinny catching any fish.
Right. Okay, let's get this over with. Everyone, remember your potions and resources, and anything goes screwy down there. Look after each other and remember to grab this bag of holding if you need to.
No clamp.
Shouldn't be necessary because I'll be grabbing it, but. Alright, let's go.
Ozzy, you better not trap me out of the cube.
Don't be outside the cube.
Yeah, along those lines. Let's all get a cube around, guys.
Yeah,
Cube
let's
formation.
stick together.
Alright.
No rear guard this time.
Angela, join the cube.
Cube formation. Presuming you are heading inside the cave again.
That
Is
is
there
the
any-
plan.
Is there any way you would wish to proceed?
I guess we go bus formation and Bosch and one of us. So maybe Bosch and Tia up at the front.
Sure, we're kind of the melee frontliners.
Veritas and Gauze will be in the middle, and then Eve can helm up the rear with Chelavi.
Sounds good. And let's try and swim quietly if we can.
If Chelavi is in there in her humanoid form, Eve will bust out her old rapier.
All right. As you all swim formation towards the mouth of that cave, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Well,
Someone needs to roll for guys.
all right.
And
Ooh.
Tia and Chalabi?
I'll do Gauze. Let's just roll a 13. What is Gauz's modifier?
Can't imagine it's much.
It's a +2, so 15.
15. And Chalabi rolled an 18. Well, Damn, there's 6 of you now.
Yeah.
And if my math is right, I think you tied.
Yeah. It looking like that. Well.
Well, I guess I'm gonna roll this die and see what happens.
Oh boy.
Okay. You proceed on into the cave. Would you like me to move all of you in your formation?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Probably make it probably be simpler.
As you swim much faster than before with the help of the sillyweed, you approach the mouth of the cave and swim in.
Getting that viscousy feel.
You are getting that viscousy feel.
How does it compare to the last time we entered? Is it less? Is it more?
I'd say give a perception check. With an 18, it's less than when you first arrived, but more than after you killed the sharks.
Mm,
You know, somewhere in between.
okay.
You proceed on in.
Mhm.
All right. Heading deeper into the cave, you all feel that familiar sensation of the water getting heavier and seeing thin strands of red goo. And eventually you come to that same corner where you first saw that fish skeleton. Still picked clean, still just kind of decaying there.
Eve pats everyone on the arm and makes a motion with her eyes, like fingers to the eyes, fingers all around the cave, like look around type thing.
You hear Eve hears in her head. Eve, what are you pointing at?
I'm just trying to communicate to keep your eyes peeled for any sign of lurking sharks in the background since they kind of tried to sneak up on us last time.
Oh.
I know, I wasn't doing a good job. Leave me alone.
I'll relay the message.
Thanks.
All right.
Everyone, keep an eye peeled. Don't know if we'll be ambushed again.
In that case, I would like Bosch and Eve to roll a perception check, just to see if they
Okay.
notice anything ahead or behind. Bosch, you seem pretty confident that you don't sense anything large ahead of you.
Hmm.
And Eve, same with behind. But you now approach that fork in the cave. Last time you were here, you traveled down. We'll call it southward. I don't think it's actually south, but it's southward.
When we were running, wasn't the big one coming from the fork we haven't explored?
Yes.
Oh. Which will gulp and then point towards the path less traveled by. Look the question at the others.
Eve gives a thumbs up.
The leader has told us to go.
So, you are heading this way?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
To the better end.
Making your way down this cave, you notice that it does begin to narrow, where you can see scraped alongside the walls various bits of flesh that seem to have been torn off as something much larger tried to squeeze its way down this passageway.
Mm-mm.
Eve will grab one of the pieces of flesh and just stuff it in her pocket as we go.
All right.
Never know when you need some pocket flesh.
They asked for samples.
They did ask for samples.
Yeah.
Should bring them just a jar of mucus.
Eventually, the cave gets so narrow that you can no longer proceed in your bus formation and must proceed one by one.
Oh, not the bus.
Not the bus. Okay. Bosch will pull slightly ahead of Tia.
Veritas will pull slightly ahead of Gauze.
Eve and Chalabi do that awkward dance where they're like, after you, no, after you.
Please, I insist.
Oh, alright. But be careful.
So, Bosch goes first. Right?
Shall I go ahead and move him?
For this, yes.
Okay.
You once again see that the cave splits once again.
I don't like that.
Eve, you rolled real high on your perception.
Uh-huh.
You see a soft red glow coming up from behind.
Everyone look out! Behind us!
Behind. Turns around.
Charlie, back up!
I am backed up. You see the glow get a little brighter.
Is there somewhere more open over there that we can...
Moves towards the corner.
One. And more
Back it up.
open.
Go, 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 go!
We push Gaz into the
Transformation!
center. Yep.
Group hug.
Alright. Is there something else you want to do? As you see the glow continuing its approach.
Has he got the cube ready?
Are you wanting me to do it now?
Leader?
Looks over to Eve.
That's not...
I'm sorry, Captain!
No, use your best judgment, cause... But now seems good to me.
Okay. What level?
What was the one you used last time?
Living matter.
That seems good. We're gonna be casting spells through it, and Bosch is gonna be stabbing through it, and... Tia, can you slash through it?
No, claws are
Oh,
natural.
right.
All natural.
The glow grows brighter.
Do you have living matter? That one.
Okay, he pushes
Fumbles in his. And Bosch will fumble in his bag and pull out a javelin and hand it to Tia.
Oh, I suppose this will work.
I mean, it's better than standing there.
Oh,
Swimming.
Bosch, Tia, maybe you guys should be over here.
People try and move out of their way.
Oh, it's very tight in here.
And out of the gloom, you see that it is not one fish coming at you, but schools of fishes.
Oh,
What the heck?
There is a swarm of tiny fish approaching your box, and you see the swarm kind of break upon the cube of force's wall.
They're emitting a red glow.
They are emitting very soft red glows.
does the water feel thicker now that they're here?
Yes.
Ah. They come in different forms. That's so strange.
Not even sure that I can stab fish this small with a lance, but can try.
Yeah, Veritas is going to. Psychically strike one of them with a mind sliver.
Okay. That's a intelligence save?
Yep.
Alright. Okay. It rolled its save, and you see it take no damage.
Ooh. They don't care about mind psychic. No
Okay.
response.
Let me try and see if I can actually hit him with a lance.
That'll hit.
24 to hit? Okay. Just 13, you're saying?
You stab into it, and you catch a few fish. Not as many fish as you would have liked. Also, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course you do. Do 11.
As you stab into the fish, you immediately get a burst of psychic energy hit your mind as you have disadvantage on your next turn's attack rolls. And you can take reactions, and your speed is half.
Oh,
Okay. Cool. Oh. This feels real bad, but I think being in the cube, it's probably okay.
Yep. I don't know if there's anything I can do to that. Wait.
well, if they're hard to hit, and before we try anything else, if I may,
Eve is gonna use her penny whistle and cast Fairy Fire, which I don't think I've cast with Eve in a long time.
Deck saves, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Dex saves. What is your save DC?
16.
16. Alright. Okay. You see the fishes glow with an additional light. What light be that?
It's like wavering between like yellow and pink. Dawn colors.
Alright. As they both fail. Both swarms.
yes.
As all the fishes begin to glow in this eerie dawn colors.
Okay, try now.
Now they're better illuminated.
Oh god.
That is. Yeah.
That's terrible.
No.
I don't feel any better that I can see them now.
Does it? Does it look like they're like rotting, just like the same kind of like look as the shark did?
It does.
What the hell is all this?
This is not okay.
Yeah, this is bad. Eve did say to try it now, so Bosch is going to make couple of attacks. Uh, advantage and disadvantage should cancel out now.
Right.
Ooh.
Wow, doing great.
Oh,
Well, unfortunately, the fish kind of swim around each of your strikes as you are unable to hit properly.
Let me try.
As electricity sparks in the water as a shocking grasp goes out. Oh, wait.
You are
Touch.
unable to touch them.
Yep. Um, touches the wall.
Uh, I don't. I can't do anything to him.
Eve will try to stab at them with her rapier when she's next able.
All right.
Oof.
You have advantage.
Oh, that's right. Forgot my own damn spell. Natural 20!
Okay.
Ooh.
You skewer a few fishes.
It's actually a good thing you're not using Chelavi because you wouldn't be able to stab through the barrier.
That's true. Do the schools look at all thinned out or not at all?
No, not really.
this is not working, guys. If we keep going at it like this, we're gonna be down here all day. We only have an hour.
I do also hate to say this, but I do need all of you to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was surprised that hadn't happened yet.
Well, depending on what you did with the fish, and depending on what something else might have gotten on perception.
Didn't hit that right.
Well, I'm rolling really hot. That's a natural 20 for the fish's initiative.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
And as for anything else, I don't know, for whatever reason. Oh, good. Not that much.
And, ooh boy. Yeah, guys, it turns out, 99% of my abilities deal psychic damage.
Oh no.
And the
This-
other 1% do fire.
Oh no. The struggles of being focused on one element for your spells. It's like being the leader of Pokemon Gym.
Yeah.
Oh, Gusser will actually beat the fish.
You go, Gauze.
And Shelby got a natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
Did I get everyone?
Oh god, Skinny's here.
Tia check?
Tia goes on Pasha's turn. But I will add Tia to make sure that I do not forget.
Okay.
She's usually the one that gets forgotten about.
Yep, that my bad. But alright. It is Gazrakul's turn.
What would Gazi do? You think he would do a Toll the Dead?
Maybe.
Because it's either that, Firebolt, or Chromatic Orb, but I don't really want to use any of his spell slots. Or, like, we'd probably want to...
We can conserve that if you want.
Yeah, Toll the Dead sounds like maybe that will do something?
Alright, I'll roll a wisdom save for them, and that is a 12.
That does not beat the 15, as that is 2d12
Yes.
necrotic.
And as this gong rings out, you can see several fish begin to drop. Just kind of start floating limp in the water.
That's it for gods.
Alright. The fish, they fish. They just sort of swim around trying to find ways in. Just
Oh, boy.
bonking against the cube of force. But yeah, other than that, Eve.
I mean, I guess I'll just take some more stabs at them.
The 15 hits. Catch another fish, and I need a wisdom saving throw. And I actually need a wisdom saving throw, not just from you, but from Bosch as well.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Gods doesn't need to make one?
Not Gaz, no.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's a big 4.
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright, both of you have disadvantage on your attack rolls until the end of your next turn, and you cannot take reactions, and your speed is halved.
Well,
Chelby just barely passed. Anything else?
bonus action, bardic inspiration, to Bosch. Doot doot.
Dude.
The inspiring doots reach your ears as it becomes your turn.
Cool. Yeah. Let's stab. Oh, first, let's rage, because that's the thing that I do.
What's on the magic table for Bosch?
Indeed. It is on the magic table. Right, I have to roll a thing.
Yes, a D10.
10.
Hey!
Forget what a 10 even does for me.
That's his special, unique one, I believe.
Things of the Fae. Yeah, the Mantle of Winter. So 1d6 plus con modifier, 10 HP. A 1. Oh, plus my con modifier, okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, and I'm stabbing at this guy here. 2 attacks.
22 will hit, and 17 will hit as well. Luckily, you have advantage
Awesome.
from the fairy fire, which cancels out your disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that doesn't include rage damage, so
So
24 total, you're saying?
it'd be 26, wouldn't it? Because it'd be 12 and
Just my
14.
rage too.
Extra rage damage.
Because it's
And
plus 2.
I have
then
extra
that's-
rage damage at this point?
Well, it's plus 2, isn't it?
Is it because it's not
Okay.
already counting the damage?
It's not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thought rage was. Oh, it is plus 2? Okay.
Yeah, it's plus 2.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, that's 26 damage.
26. Okay. And do I need to make a wisdom saving throw?
You already failed it, so really only Chelby
Cool.
needs to roll it. Yeah, that time she failed.
Goodness for fairy fire.
Mm-hmm. And after you, it is Tia.
Tia cannot reach them.
You gave her a javelin.
Yeah, he did.
Technically, there
Tia
is
will.
space above you. Since you are swimming.
Oh yeah, 3 dimensions. Yes. So I will put Tia there. And then what would Tia's?
So it'd be her strength.
Tia's actually stronger than Bosch. Is she proficient with javelins?
No.
Okay. So it's just +5.
Correct.
Cool.
Does she get 2 attacks or just 1?
Just 1. She doesn't have extra attack with weapons, just her claws.
A big 10.
Big 10. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
She's rolling.
Trying her best.
She's rolling straight because she has disadvantage.
Oh no, she has advantage.
Oh, she would have advantage. Okay.
So go ahead and roll again. Natural 20.
When?
Hey!
That's a big one.
Hey.
Go ahead
That
and
perfect.
Right.
roll that crit damage.
That's when we do
Okay.
perfect crits around here.
Yeah. So let's see. It's a D6.
D6
Okay,
plus
so I'm just gonna
5.
do. Just be a D6 plus 11. Total damage.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Alright. You can see now that half the fish are now floating dead in the water. From this swarm, at least.
Billion fish.
There are quite a few.
Does Tia also have to make a wisdom save?
She does.
Phew.
That is a failure.
Oof.
Thank God for fairy fire.
Yeah. Fair Fire truly is helping out in this case. Is that it for Tia?
That's it for Tia.
Alright, Veritas.
Okay, Veritas touching the wall of the barrier like an idiot. Makes the lightning and it forms in the water a more tangible shape as he casts lightning lure at the swarm of fish. I need a strength save.
A strength save from this fish up top.
Yes.
Alright. Strength save. They are not strong.
Okay. 13 lightning damage.
As your lure whips into the fish, you can see a lot of fish drop from that.
Oh. Kind of pulls back as Veritas ends his turn, seeing that that was pretty effective.
All right. All of you feel the water grow heavy. It's Shelly's turn.
Ooh.
Chelavy is... She already has disadvantage. She's going to point at both the fish and cast a pair of Eldritch Blasts at them. And even at point blank, they both hit.
Nice.
I will, however, need a wisdom saving throw from Veritas.
Interesting. Okay. Wisdom is my forte, as you can clearly see.
Alright, you are not affected. That'll conclude Chelavy's turn, bringing us back to Gazrakul.
This is very uncomfortable. It's just in the dark, in a cube, with a school of undead fish around us.
Rest in the cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, trust in the cube.
Well, Toll the Dead worked fine for God, so why not just keep doing it?
Alright, another wisdom saving throw. This time, the fish rolled a 17.
Okay,
Unfortunate.
very.
The fish continue to swim about the box, trying to find some way. This will technically trigger opportunity attacks.
For those who have the stabby ability,
Although, I
But
don't think anyone
Have
has
all of us
reactions.
failed?
reactions.
I think the only one that still has the reactions is Veritas.
Yeah.
Veritas does not have a weapon to stab through.
So, unfortunately, no attack opportunities, as no one has
Do you have
reaction.
Warcaster?
Wait, do I?
Do
I
you?
feel like I would. I feel like I. Nope, I do not.
Well,
But the fish orbit, and Eve, it is your turn. You are no longer... Or... Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. It's... Oh, no, you have this until the end of this turn.
Oh, great. Alright.
we felt the water get heavier, right?
Correct.
Leave's gonna swim after these fish and also be staring down the tunnel in this direction to see if there's anything she can spot.
You see a soft red glow.
Oh.
Guys, there's more coming from this tunnel. As she takes another stab at the fish.
You stab at the fish.
That's not great.
A 13 will miss.
Shit.
But,
You pull back up to give people room.
alright. Any bonus actions?
I'm gonna hold on to those for now.
Okay. Bosch.
Okay. Bosch is going to swim forward. Oh, that's Tia. How to Bosch? Oh God. Okay, moving Tia briefly. Oh no, she's sideways now. What happened?
I will fix it.
Cute. Okay. Bosch moves there and attacks. Over here, straight roll with advantage and disadvantage.
21 hits.
21. And seeing effectiveness of Veritas with his magic, he will use some lightning damage.
Okay. Just one charge?
In charge.
Alright, you see that drops way more fishes than your actual piercing does.
Ah,
But I do need a wisdom save from both you and Veritas.
12.
Well, this will continue on to the next turn for you, Bosch.
Again for me. Okay.
Yep.
It's too late, but you do have bardic inspiration.
That is true. Bosch does have that.
These fishes.
Oh no, hold on to it for later.
Alright.
Fair.
Veritas continues to hold off this psychic assault coming from these injured fish.
Second attack. Stab
Stab.
at the 14.
14 hits.
Let's use one more charge because I think I just have a bad feeling about these things sticking around.
Impacting them again, I need another wisdom saving throw from Veritas.
God damn.
Yep.
Ah. Oh
Pass.
my god.
Pass again.
Whew.
But you watch as there's only a few fish swimming in this swarm,
Question.
but they will not cease their pounding upon the force. Just hearing thump, thump, thump. Yes, Veritas?
Is the same thing happening with the swarm that the sharks are, where they're knitting back together?
You're looking at them, and you see a trail of dead fish from the swarm, and they're not getting back up.
Cool.
It looks as though these have different abilities.
Okay.
Yeah. That will be Bosch's turn. I believe that puts us with Tia.
Correct.
She will attempt to swim in and finish the job. Her mighty attack.
Alright. 18
18.
hits.
Okay.
Give me a wisdom save, Veritas. I think Nick might have stepped away for a moment.
Oh.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I need another wisdom save.
God.
You can do it.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh, you can't do it.
11 fails. You now
No.
have disadvantage, no reactions, half your speed until the end of your next turn. And I guess I actually need that from Tia as well, since
Yeah.
it is her next turn. Sixteen
16.
saves.
Amazing. Okay. But yeah, she dealt 10 piercing damage.
All right. There's still a handful of fish swimming about. Yeah.
Okay.
Veritas.
Fuck these fish. Strength save.
All right. The fish say "fuck you" with a 22.
Those are some muscly fish.
Or I rolled a 19 on the die.
Ah. I mean, a +2 for small fish is pretty buff.
It's actually +3, but
Even more.
Beefy fish. They're cowfish.
there's just a lot of them. Individually they are weak, but together they are strong.
Don't go out there.
No, not having it. And yep, that's it.
All right. The water continues to get heavier and heavier as the glow begins to brighten until it appears. Swimming down the corridor, barely coming through unscathed. As it kind of rubs against the walls, as you see it charging at you, maw agape, and you feel the water almost oppressing you even inside this bubble of force. It is Chelavi's turn. Chelavi will attempt to finish off the swarm, firing off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one that is weak. That'll hit. And so that. And... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is 1 off on the damage if she needed to kill them.
No!
They're at 1 HP.
God damn. There's a singular fish.
There is a singular fish, but it's Gazrakul's turn.
Would he? Of course he would. Of course he would. Gaz would say, fuck that last individual fish. As the firebolt streaking through the water.
It almost looks like a bolt of steam as the water evaporates from this bolt of flame as the last fish evaporates. What would Gazrakul like to do after that?
Stand perfectly still as he's holding he's holding down the fort, and the fort's going to be hit by a giant ass shark.
Uh-huh. The swarm of fish, they gaze upon the giant shark, and swim as far away as they can. Into the darkness. You may take whoever, I guess only Tia would be able to. Or, no, it's until no, she could if she wants to. Yes, she can.
This is the end of their turn, so
Yes.
she would have had it.
She would have her reactions. If she would like to, but the fish do seem to be fleeing down.
Yeah. No, let's do it. Let's be vindictive.
All right.
Nice.
4. Shit.
That will hit. You do have advantage.
Now let me roll a d20 again. Just to be sure. No. Oh, 8 piercing damage.
Alright. The fish flee. As their turn ends, Eve, you're 1. Bosch, you're 2. Tia is 3. Chelavi is 4. Veritas, you are 5. And Gazrakul is 6. I would like one of you to roll a d6.
Oh god.
Doom.
You guys both rolled earlier, so I'll do it.
Choose the form of your destruction.
2. I believe that was Bosch.
So,
Bosch. You feel the water around you just begin to swirl and churn under the weight of itself and almost start to collapse in. I need a charisma save.
okay.
You have inspiration.
You have inspiration.
I'll probably want to use it. This is not a charm or frightened
It
effect.
is not a 7.
Oh
Do I
god.
want it? Let's not use inspiration on that.
Alright.
It's a D8. I think.
I have in the past said when a bardic inspiration would be useful or not. It would not save you from this.
Oof.
As Bosch, the water collapses in on you, and all of you watch as Bosch disappears and reappears in front of the shark.
Oh.
As you stare into the maw of this creature, that is where we'll end tonight's session.